Hello and welcome to the qualifying session of the Corsa Morela Grand Prix, where we are joined by our three main drivers, Doppelganger, Joshua Williams, and Matrix Schub. It was a cold and foggy day here in Corsa Morela, so let's see how our drivers fared out. First up to Q1 was Matrix Schub, trying his luck on the very track he designed. He did seem a bit better in this session, however did struggle in Sector 2, which ultimately put him on the back step, getting a time of 22:28. Second one out to Q1 was Joshua Williams, trying his luck as well, but we all know he's a fast driver, so we did see him get some very fast laps compared to Matrix Schub, getting around the 21 to 20 second mark here in Corsa Morela. Ultimately, he ended his first session in Q1 with a time of 20:43, getting a provisional pole away from Matrix Schub, being 2 seconds faster as well. Third one out here in Corsa Morela was, of course, Doppelganger. He did get a bit less of a practice compared to the other two drivers, but did seem to fare a bit better in Sector 2, mastering the double hairpin like a madman. He did get around the same times as Joshua Williams, the 21 to 20 second mark, which means as he ended his first session, he got around the time of 20 seconds, 80 milliseconds, pushing Matrix Schub to P3 and ultimately in trouble of getting pushed out of Q1. Matrix Schub, trying to respond to this, did come out a second time round to try and improve his laps around this track. However, he did seem to struggle a bit compared to the first session and wasn't able to improve his laps, getting a time around 23 to 22 seconds around this track, meaning he was pushed out of Q2 and ultimately kicked out. But Joshua Williams came out for the last person to try his luck in Q1. His second session faring a little bit better to the first, getting faster times around the 20-30 second mark, finishing his second session with the fastest time being 20 seconds 36. Ending Q1, we did have Joshua Williams topping the table with that 20:36 lap time. However, as Q2 started, Doppelganger was the first one out, trying his magic on the track. He wanted to get a bit of a head start into this qualifying session, as he did want to beat Joshua Williams. He seemed to fare a bit better in the second session, as he seemed to get around the time of 20:20, which was fairly faster than Joshua Williams' Q1 session. He ended this first session in Q2 with a time of 20:05, getting provisional pole for this time being. Joshua Williams, feeling a bit of the panic, did come out shortly after for his session in Q2. Knowing he needs to get a good time, he tried his luck as well. However, as he came out of the pits for his session in Q2, he did get a bit of unlucky circumstances as the rain poured down, meaning he had to peel back into the pits to switch out for his wet boats. However, showing a bit of good sportsmanship, Doppelganger did let Joshua Williams pass for his qualifying session. However, Joshua wasn't able to improve much with the visibility dropping and the rain making the track a bit more slippery. So he did only improve for a time of 20:17, meaning Doppelganger ultimately did finish on the top step, getting pole position, finally breaking Joshua's 3 consecutive pole positions in the past 3 races. Doppelganger carried on the pole position and did start a bit of beef with Joshua behind the scenes, ending our qualifying session with a bit of a rivalry. But in the end, it's pole position Doppelganger, P2 to Joshua, and P3 to Matrix Schub.